Yo, what's going on? It's your main man, King Q. I am here with a special edition, that's right, a special edition of the Unselfish Behavior Podcast. We're calling these segments right here, y'all, Unselfish Business. That's right, where we come out to your place of business right here in the home in LA, and we hold your interview at your home, at your house. For the first episode, we got the one, the only, Rico, the barber. Follow me.
Word.
My God,
man. Good to see you, brother. You already know,
man.
man.
Thanks for having me. You know what
top,
I'm
man.
You know we're here. We're gonna get it going.
Let's get it, man.
We're gonna get this
Step
thing going
on the
one
way
time.
in.
Get it going.
Let's get
How you
these
feeling
vibes,
today, bro?
Man, I'm dope, man. I can't complain, man. Ain't too much I could complain about, because if I did, it would do no good.
Come on, now.
You
Can't
feel
do
me?
that. That's what you want on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
No cap,
Waking up
man.
every morning doing what you love. You know.
How was your New Year's?
It was great, bro.
Enjoyed it?
Man, what? You
Put
kidding
some
me?
pieces together. I feel
Come
it,
on, man.
you know.
This is a new harvest, a new season.
New growth,
I've been
baby.
telling people, man, it's a new season out here.
What he say? He said, the best resolution is not making a New Year's resolution.
Come on.
You feel me? Keep it going.
That's real.
Real talk, baby.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
What we doing? You in the
Man, I'm
keep the top?
Yep. Get a little mind reader over
You
here.
know,
Rico
take
the
the
barber. Y'all gotta
sides.
understand, Rico the barber, man. Best barber in LA. Yeah, you got King Q quoted saying that. You gotta understand. That's why we starting off the Unselfish Behavior Podcast exclusive with the one and only Rico the barber. He gotta get me right. I'm looking scummy right now, but he about to get your boy right. All the way right. You know what I'm saying?
On top, man. So what's the word, man?
Man, ain't nothing, bro. Just growing, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's the beginning of the year. So my focus right now, bro, is just staying consistent and keeping my foot on the motherfucking gas. That's where I'm at right now. Just staying consistent with the mission, making sure that I'm staying innovative, I'm staying creative. You know what I'm saying? Because there's too many people out here that want a different life, but they're not looking to change nothing within their life. I'll say it a different way. It's a lot of people that want change, but they don't want to change. It's a lot of people that want things to be different, but they don't want anything to be different within their lives. So for me, bro, it's the year of intention. It's the year of being intentional. You know what I'm saying? It's the year of going for what you want. You know what I'm saying? It's just all that. It's harvest season, in short.
Right.
You know what I
Dope,
mean?
bro.
So, yeah, it's good to see you here in Inglewood. What about you in Inglewood?
Literally, man, just trying to touch all bases, all corners of the city, all corners of the county, LA County, man. But off top though, man, it's like growing and making myself known.
Love it.
Not just as a barber, just as an individual that want to
That's
help
what drew me to you.
change people's lives, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Make people's lives a little bit easier with just knowing that they got a barber they can
Right.
come to and not have to feel like you got to be Hollywood. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
On
right.
both ends. You know, the
Facts.
Hollywood vibe is dope, is everything. I put that out there too, but at the same time, I mean, confidence is key.
Facts.
But my haircuts is what's giving you
That's
part.
real.
I want to add to your dope, to your
That's real.
vibe, your
That's
fly. You
real.
feel me?
A lot of niggas don't understand too. Your mindset is a reflection of your work ethic.
Yeah.
And for me, one of the things that drew me to you was your work ethic, but more than that, it's the experience that you provide. Anybody can cut hair.
Yeah.
Anybody can cut some fucking
Right.
hair. Why are you going to Rico the Barber? Because he creates and provides an experience. It's
Easy.
not just you getting a haircut. I promise to God, like for me, bro, and the many people that I've referred to you,
Yeah.
it's always been, bro, you're not going to leave the same.
No,
You're not
facts,
going to leave
man.
the same
That's
person
facts.
because the dude is full of inspiration, full of empowerment,
Yeah.
which are the two things that we stand on, bro, at the Unselfish Behavior Podcast. We heavy on, providing inspiration and empowerment to the community
Easy.
through storytelling, through our art forms. And that's what it is, bro. That's what it is.
Man, like, and you speak on like me being a barber as the individual I am. Literally, it's like it was literally based off of like starting from the beginning, just wanting to be a barber when I was a kid, like going to the barbershop and seeing the barbers perform. Like I was like one of the biggest things in my life that I felt like, man, this is dope. This is fire. You know what I'm saying? And growing up and seeing that type of vibe was like, it was like better than somebody being a doctor, a lawyer, a basketball player,
Facts.
everything, because I knew I'm not great at rapping.
Right.
I'm cool with it.
Right.
I'm not great at basketball.
Right.
I'm not great at football. Why not do something that I could be great at and cut basketball, football, rappers, lawyers, doctors,
Everybody
everybody.
got hair.
Barber
they
was
don't.
it. Yeah. I wasn't finna be a lawyer because I didn't want to go to school.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a testament to going after things, bro, that are right here in your community, things that are accessible. And for me, I'm big on the youth, bro.
Yeah,
I'm big on building into the youth and letting them know that you can literally find either a trade, right? Or you can find just something that thing that you're passionate about. And you can make a business out of what you love.
Yeah.
So for me, I know we was talking off camera a little bit about how refreshing it is to wake up every morning and have a business centered around what you love to do.
You love doing.
So it's well beyond just going to an interview trying to fake like you're somebody for 30 minutes to get a position.
Yeah.
No, sir. You're employing yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's such a blessing, bro. People don't understand the blessing in knowing that I could wake up every day and you make your price points. Don't nobody tell you how much you charge for a haircut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I say when I'm working overtime. I say when I'm going on vacation. I say when I'm getting off. I say, you know what I'm saying? So like that's real freedom.
That's real freedom.
That's real freedom. To be able to create what it is and to dictate what you're going to experience on a daily basis, bro. That's real. But it's something I want to talk to you about, which is kind of what we was touching on, last time I was at the shop a couple weeks ago. We was talking a little bit about, damn, bro, we feel such an alignment with each other.
Right,
damn,
right.
you feel so familiar.
Yeah.
Damn, I feel like I've known you before.
Yeah.
Damn, and I feel like people don't understand what that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ever met somebody, you feel like, damn, they feel familiar. And it's like, that's how I felt when I met Rico the Barber. But for me, I remember you stopped me in a conversation and you like, bro, what's your sign?
Yeah.
I'm a Capricorn.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You a Capricorn too?
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, we're both Capricorns, bro. So I'm not big on the astrology in regards to my knowledge. Like, I'm not a fucking genius on that shit and how it works. But what's your kind of perspective and your mindset in regards to people that you kind of go in contact with, to where it's like, damn, you feel familiar, or I feel like I've known you before, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think that's a testament to?
I think it's a testament to basically like a different outlook on life. Like
right.
basically like moving off of faith, moving off of not so much what you believe in,
right?
It's what you don't believe in. What gets you going off of the unknown, or the misconception we have off of like believing in one God and following that suit. Outside of all of that, it's vibes, it's energy, it's literally it's moon, stars, it's all of that that exists that we can see when we walk outside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But individuals are people we see too. And how they move off of vibes. You move off energy. When you walk in a room, it's something you feel. When you wake up in the morning, you know if you're feeling good or not.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Being a barber, when I wake up and I come in this joint, I gotta kind of stimulate my mind to be a great person. My vibes, I gotta let all that energy, the negative, off me. You know what I'm saying? From whatever happened to me outside, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I gotta let that go. You know what I'm saying? Because it's people that's gonna come and meet me and shake my hand and all of that. And I want my great vibes, my positive vibes to rub off on y'all, or you as an individual.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about when you say, what do I feel about it? That's 100% I feel about it, because that's who you can kind of, like pennies, like, pennies out of quarters. Like, I'm not taking this penny, but I'm gonna take this quarter. I'm not taking this penny. It's people you're gonna separate from your life that you want in your life or out of your life. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. And people, I love the fact that you ended it with that, because we live in an age right now where people know that they have individuals in their circle and in their life that they're allowing access to that's not good for them, yet they're keeping them around just off the simple fact that they love them.
Yeah.
Or they've been around for a long time.
Yep.
So have you ever had a friend or a relationship, a partner, to where it's like, yo, I know for a fact in my spirit you're not good for me, but if I'm being honest, I'm only keeping you around because I'm lonely and desperate.
Right.
And I just made a post about that today, to where it's like, bro, stop letting people have access to you, or stop running from your loneliness, stop running from your singleness, because you're afraid of being by yourself, of addressing yourself. Yeah. And how many people do you know to where it's like, damn, you a good dude, but you got a lot of fuck niggas around you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't even understand how people move like that, for me. And all I can give that a testament to is people who don't walk in their purpose. Yeah. Nigga, when you know who you are, I refuse to allow anybody around me that's not in alignment with my calling.
100.
You're not having any access to me if you're not in alignment with my growth, with making me a better human, with contributing to my mission. And that's not coming from a selfish stance, that's coming from a knowing stance. Like, I know who I am. And we're not promised 1,000 years down here on this earth. And so I think a lot of people feel entitled, like we lose sight, bro. It's like, how are you possibly passionate about something that you're not pursuing? That's selfish to me.
It's selfish.
Hence the name unselfish behavior.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? Because for me, if you have a gift and you're choosing not to share it based off fear or comfort, you're selfish. All you care about is yourself. You're self-loathing. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's super big, bro. How do you, because I've obviously gotten my hair cut by a lot of people, and we connected on a deeper level just based off me feeling like every time I got in contact with you, bro, dead ass, I felt like I'm looking in the mirror. Like, this is me. And I think a testament to that is you're a man on a mission. And it's well beyond cutting hair. What would you say to somebody who's like, Rico, what is your mission in this life and coming on this earth?
Literally touching base with what you were saying.
Love it.
Literally being unselfish. Unselfish to know that I might not have a haircut. I might not have time to even cut my hair. But I'm going to get you dope. I'm going to get you fresh. And it's not about getting rich off of it. Because with the position of who you know, who you meet, like I say, those are the people that's going to get you in a position to become rich. And rich meaning, you know, your soul, your vibes, you know, who you are as an individual. And money is a tool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Money's a tool to get you in the door. After that, man, it's who you are, how you look, your appearance, your everything that you're doing is you.
Because anybody can get money.
Yeah, anybody.
So it's like being rich and being wealthy is two different things. And I tell people that all the time. It's like, how are you creating multiple streams of income? How are you building your temple to a point to where you can pass it on to your children? To where you can pass it on to your grandchildren, so on and so forth. So for me, bro, I'm on a mission in regards to finances. My mission is centered around creating generational wealth. And I know a lot of people talk about it because it's trendy, but no, sir, it involves investing, it involves saving. And I'm not gonna lie, being born and raised in a household to where that wasn't taught to me, it's very difficult to do that at times, because what does the black community do? The black and brown community, to be honest, like, what do we do once we touch a dollar? The first thing we think about is how we can spend it.
Planning.
Not how we can save it, not how
planning
we can,
on the dollar.
you know what I'm saying? Not how we can invest it. Like, make your money work for you. Don't allow your money to be an anchor for you in your mission. And it's like, yeah, you could look cool and go shopping and go buy some shit, but all of it is centered around validation of other people.
Bro.
And so for me, it's like, I just talked to my girl about this, bro. I drive a bucket, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I drive a 2004 Hyundai Elantra. I don't give a damn about how my car looks if I'm a man on a mission, because I know where I'm going. So it's like, oh, so I'm supposed to go broke over being liked by other people temporarily on some surface level shit?
That's crazy,
like, nah, bro. We so much more than human.
And you know what's crazy? Like, getting to what we were talking about too, like how we tapped in like on that small conversation about likes and views and everything on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a craft, you have a craft. You know what I'm saying? There's other people that have less crafts that are getting more likes, more views, and so on and so forth, but aren't passionate about it because they're doing it for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They do it for the dough. What you should, go run it up. You know what I'm saying? If you can run it up, you can run it up. If you can put your finger in the richest nigga's eye, then fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? But I know at this point right now where I'm at, I gotta do it for love. I gotta do it for passion, because that's more of a pace that I'm on than to where I can sharpen my tools, sharpen me as an individual. So when I do get to that point where I want to be at, or where I dream of being at, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lose it. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
I'm ready, bro. You feel me? And that's my whole run up of knowing that. You know, and how you say that you content, well, not content, but you're still confident in what you drive. You're confident in where you are. You're confident because you're still putting forth the footwork to sharpen your tools. You're being comfortable with knowing that when you wake up in the morning, today something just great gonna happen. I don't know what it's gonna be.
That's real.
But it's gonna happen. And if it don't happen, you set yourself up to know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I spoke it into existence, so I can try again tomorrow. I'm gonna keep trying, bro. You feel me? I'm gonna keep trying, I'm gonna keep running it up. And that's what you know, they say that's what keeps the soul lit. That's what keeps the soul positive. That's what keeps the soul in a position of knowing that you have something to look forward to, even though that shit might not happen at the end of the day. But you got through all of that them hours and days I was in here cutting, through all those hours and days you was out and about.
Pay off.
It's gonna pay off, and if it doesn't, you still have
that's okay.
that uplift through you knowing that shit was gonna happen. It's gonna happen, or if it don't, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
What you alluding to is passion.
Passion, baby.
It's passion.
Passion.
If you don't have passion, so people are gonna ask or feel, they may not ask, but they'll most likely feel, well, what is passion? Passion is when you're able to do what you love, whether you're getting a result or not. I'm gonna say that again. Passion is when you can do what you love, receive the same fulfillment from it, whether you're getting a result from it or not. So for me, I learned that earlier on in my journey, because what a lot of people don't know, Rico, is King Q started his journey as an event producer.
Right.
And a poet. So for me, as an event producer, as somebody that's producing events for people and experiences, if you're doing that shit without passion, you'll quit after your first event.
For sure.
Why is that? Because what does it take in order to have a successful event? Bodies need to come in the fucking building. If you throw your first event and nobody comes and you give up after that, you was doing it for the wrong reasons.
Doing it for the wrong reasons.
You're doing it for the wrong reasons.
Wrong reasons.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we don't understand that we're doing things out of searching for and looking for validation from other people.
Yeah.
Like, yo, whether it's your mama, whether it's your partner, whether it's your dad, whether it's your siblings, whether it's your whatever, your community, a lot of people are doing things simply to be liked. And if we're talking from a social media standpoint, I love the fact that you brought that up, because how many people do we know, bro, that judge people based off their fucking likes and their views? And we look at them as like, oh, they successful.
At least 90% of the motherfuckers.
Bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Niggas that know me personally, bro, my girl included, she knows she's been to many places with me within LA, to where niggas stop me, bro. Stop me in LA. Yo, you King Q, you the motivational speaker, you the podcast man. And it's like, bro, I got 3,000 views, 3,000 followers on Instagram. I'm not booming like that from a social perspective, but the influence is the reason people will remember you a year from now, 2 years from now,
But they say
5 years from now. That's what it's about.
It's not it's not about Instagram, because I'm dope in real life.
Come on.
You feel me?
Come on.
Niggas view me
Facts.
all day
Facts.
in real life, you feel me? And
Facts.
that's real, man.
Facts, bro.
It's real, bro.
That's facts. Like for you, a lot of people say they have New Year's resolutions. I personally, for one, don't believe in New Year's resolutions.
No, I don't either.
Because it's a delusional stance. When you say you have a New Year's resolution, you're alluding to the fact that you're going to be a different person, or you're going to work towards becoming a different person when the new year starts. No, sir. I think it's not so much about breaking generational cycles. I tell people all the time, it's about breaking generational habits.
Yeah.
Your habits from 2019 is the same habits from 2000 fucking, it will be the same habits from 2020 unless you're willing to make adjustments and make sacrifices and be patient. Like for me, bro, my mission is centered around sacrifice, patience, and faith. But that patience aspect of it, ooh-wee, that's a killer.
That's a killer.
Because we live in a generation where nobody wants to wait for what they're promised.
We was just talking about that, bro.
Yeah. So kind of allude to what's been the process like as a barber, as a business owner, you know what I'm saying, as somebody that's looking to build an empire with what they're doing. What's been your process in regards to the patience and the faith for what you're doing?
In reality, at this point, I am an entrepreneur.
Yep.
Everything is dope. Not a business owner yet.
Yep.
Soon to be. Speak that right into
Come
existence.
on.
Shout out to Exotic Hairs where we at
Love
right
it.
now, getting it popping.
Love it.
But in reality, I do feel like my position where I see myself in the coming future, literally is like is being a barber for a person, like, cause I'm getting the people fresh that's in the league,
Right.
Cats that's in high school, cats that haven't found their way yet, all of that. But my positive energy, I feel like hopefully it rubs off on them to where they can find their path, find their lane, find their run up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
sure.
bounce back with me.
Love it.
And still cut their hair to where a nigga be like, yo, nigga, come cut me, bro. I got a rack.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
real.
That's
niggas is out there right now, just like that.
I'm not trying to just. I mean, of course, like if I walk into a space and the nigga like, oh, yo, is this Rico the barber? Yo, you know, he's a multi-millionaire and I want him to cut. You know, I want Rico the barber to cut my hair.
Right.
That's cool. I'ma fuck with it. I'ma run right up with it.
Facts.
But in reality, at this time, it hasn't happened yet. You know, and if it did, a lot of these cats that are millionaires ain't paying that, you know, that $1,000, you know what I'm saying? Because they haven't grown with me. Growth with an individual is what sets boundaries with coming up with me.
I love it.
So coming up with an individual, when they accomplish, you accomplish. When I accomplish, you accomplish. So I want to see me, in my position, I want to see everybody that sits in this chair win.
I love it.
If it's not before me, it's with me. You know what I'm saying? Because when you win, nigga, I win, baby.
Facts.
You feel me?
So what you're saying is relationships are more valuable.
They're more valuable. They're more valuable, bro. It's more valuable.
Come on, Rico.
You can't put a mask on a relationship because vibes is what you get off a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta, you know, eyes, nigga. You gotta see a nigga's eyes. You gotta look at a nigga when you talk. Like, nigga, I know where you coming from.
Let's fucking
I know
go.
what you talking about. I know.
He talking
I
that talk.
know that. You know what I'm saying?
That talk.
He talking that talk. So when it does happen, and the person walking in this spot, man, you know what I'm saying? I know, like, yo, you first you're a client. No, first you're a customer. Then you're a client. Now you're family.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to repetition and growth, every time, I mean, if the nigga come through here about 4 or 5 times, about the 5th time, nigga, what's up, bro? Like, nigga,
we can.
How was your week? How was your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not a this steady situation. Like, 100%, I feel what you're talking about.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying?
facts.
Just from a relationship standpoint, where outside, like a wife, of kids, all of that. Everybody talks about that in the shop. But when it comes down to being in a barbershop and being in a more intimate space to where you and your customer can have that vibe of really knowing, like, bro, well, how was your day? You don't have 6 and 7 barbers sitting around,
right?
You know, 20 barbers sitting around, you know, disrupting your convo.
Right.
So, you know, back in the days,
facts.
Crazy part about it is, back in the days, the shop was a great place to go. To sit down because everybody had that one conversation and everybody was on the same page.
Facts.
Now it's 26 barbers in one shop and it's not a vibe. Yeah. Everybody's on different levels, different conversations. So it doesn't make the shop within in unity no more. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the days it was only like probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 barbers in that joint, and all of them knew each other.
Got you.
All of them, all their customers came up with each other. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like a new nigga came in this motherfucker, came with new customers, and now it's new. It's a whole new vibe now. Oh, this barber and his customers like, oh, who bro? Like, oh, where you from? Or what he own? Or he, you know what I'm saying? So it disrupts the vibe of what the atmosphere was before you got there. So now you gotta move different. Your customers gotta move different. You know what I'm saying? So that's what plays a big part in barbershops. And now suites and personal vibes are coming up now, where people go in and buying. Niggas will go and buy a whole motherfucking place and put 2 chairs in that shit, and one chair is for probably him and his boy that's a barber. You know what I'm saying? And based off of it's based off of like the cat that's cutting. You've been knowing him for years, so knowing that the person that's coming to sit in each and every chair, they both know each other. You know what I'm saying? So
that's real, bro.
It changed a lot, bro. It changed a lot. So that's what when I say it goes back to, you know, vibes and energies and shit. That shit for real, bro. And that's why the barbershop isn't the same no more. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that are literally coming up in the barber game and think they can just throw that jacket on and get it popping. Like, nah, man.
Right. It's
this
so
shit,
much
nigga,
more
this shit hard work.
It's a lifestyle.
You know what I'm saying? But it also is people that are barbers, or no, that are homies to cats that are becoming rich or are on the vibe or already have something going, and be like, nigga, you remember you cut my hair when you was young?
Yeah.
I liked how you, come on, you my barber. Because they're comfortable and they feel like they can trust a nigga. Like, nigga ain't gonna do them wrong and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, hey.
For me as a client, everything you just said, bro, just like, God damn. You got so much popping in my head at one time. But one question I want to ask you is, as a client, I know what brings me back as a client to a barber.
Right.
As a barber, what do you think brings people back as a barber? Like, why do you like? I'm sure you have clients, bro, who've been fucking with you for years,
Right.
and they refuse to go to anybody else. So it's like, unless Rico is fucking available, I'm not getting cut.
That shit
like,
dope. That shit dope. That shit is dope, bro. Like, me feeling that way,
I'm
nigga.
not going nowhere
That's
else.
dope, nigga.
That's
no
the only
cap.
nigga I
That's
trust
fucking real.
My hair, right?
And 100%, nigga, like, I can tell a nigga all day, like, nigga, I'm the hottest fucking barber in fucking the world. I can tell you, nigga, I cut your shit, nigga, and nigga, the woman that you ever dreamed of want to throw you the John.
Rico
You know
the
what I'm
Barber.
saying? You
Come
know,
on.
off of Rico the Barber.
Yes, sir.
But it's just not the cut. It's not the cut. Like, okay, I can get you together, all of that shit, but you can also make a nigga in the chair nervous as being a barber because you don't have a vibe. You don't have the cope aesthetic look that this customer's looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody, it's people that goes to barbers and get their shit fucked up because of the fact that it is based off of the concept of I like who this barber is.
Facts.
I like my barber. That's that.
And more than anything, as a customer, as a guest, I know that I trust my barber.
Facts.
Because the reason why I wouldn't go nowhere else as a client is because it's like, this nigga don't know me. So it's like, you don't know how I want my shit. Right. You don't know how I like my lineup. You don't know how I like my part. It's like, I trust Rico to get it done.
You've been in positions to where you had to move to other states, have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I haven't. Not other states.
Okay, different places,
other cities,
different locations.
Yes.
Okay, so 100%, I think anybody that's watching this podcast, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Unselfish Behavior.
Come on now, we here.
No cap.
It's an exclusive. We here.
A lot of people dread, like, nigga, if a nigga leave Los Angeles County today,
Come on.
A man's first concept, you already got your job set up, you got everything. Your first concept is like, damn, who gonna cut my hair?
That's fucking real.
Who?
I don't know nobody in this city.
Who's gonna cut my hair? What barber am I gonna go to?
Wow, that's
you know
real.
what I'm saying? That's everybody's mindset as a man or even a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like we have. I mean, we have all different sexual preferences out here.
Facts.
But everybody wants to look good.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's
that's how it goes. And me being a barber, I deal with all of that. I get cats that come from like, yo, nigga, I'm from Philly, and nigga, I see you on this app, and then I see you on this Instagram, and I want to come fuck with you. And it's like this. After I reply, I get back like, damn, that's crazy. Thank you for replying, bro. Because, you know, I see niggas out here cutting and they got their shit going, but they not replying to me. Because a lot of people fear new. People, as barbers, a lot of barbers don't like taking new clients or new customers because they don't want to have to be in challenge with the old barber that they felt like was the hottest nigga they was going to. But I'm for the challenge. I'm for the run up, nigga. If you moving to LA, nigga, tap into Rico the fucking barber and come see me because I'm gonna touch your life, nigga.
Come on,
no cap, you feel me?
That's facts. The proof is in the pudding. And you know what's crazy? Two things. Shit, nigga, when you speak, so much shit be coming to my fucking mind. And I love talking to people like that because that just means, again, you got influence within your communication.
Yeah.
Two things that just came to my mind. The first thing was, I'm not gonna say the name of the barber. Okay, I don't want to disrespect nobody in LA. But the last cat who cut my hair before I start coming to you consistently.
Right.
I mean consistently. Like I'm at the point to where I'm not getting my hair cut by nobody.
I'm pretty sure bro watching the podcast.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So with all due respect, I stopped going to that dude because of exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Rico the barber gives an experience. I need dudes and women to understand the difference between going to a barber who's talented and a barber who's talented and gives you an experience. So, for example, we live in a culture where black men are not used to getting a certain experience, and I'm gonna specify black men because I'm a black man, so that's all I can speak to. Black men are not used to getting an experience when we go to our barber. But black women are.
Right. So
when black women go get their hair done, it's like, shit, girl, I'm about to be gone for a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? We about to be straight. I'm about to have some mimosas. I'm about to be chilling. I'm about to be relaxed. Like they treat themselves like it's a gift to get their hair done. With black men, we're not used to that. And that changed for me when I start coming to you because I'm getting shit that the average barber wasn't giving me.
Right.
It's like I'm getting a fresh cut, but damn, this nigga's giving me a fresh ass cut with a motherfucking dope ass conversation. Yeah. Most importantly, he's giving me shit that I can leave here and still sustain. So, which means, for those of you who don't know what that means tools.
Yeah.
So tools, things that you can utilize within your own life. He has a genuine interest in getting to know who I am outside of being a client. And again, that's what's the difference between customers and clients. Customers just come pay for something and leave. Clients create a relationship with you. And for me, that's been what it is for me, bro. That's by far, man. That's been what it is. Rico the Barber, very consistent.
100%. And I feel like, when we talk about, our black cats, our black brothers, our black sisters, then they all get haircuts. But, a shout out to my Latinos.
Come on,
dímelo, ya dije, y a la persona de Rico, si tap in, si le corte bien, you know what I'm saying? Holla at me, y el número, el 5623. No, I'm just saying. But shout out to my Latino brothers too, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But the Unselfish Behavior podcast is 100% based off of literally. When I watch it, when I look at it, it helps people really go into their bag of understanding about their life, what people go through daily, what you know what I'm saying, what a lot of people are scared to touch bases on. Facts. You know what I'm saying, and literally think that. A lot of us as humans have fear, and our fear literally makes us afraid of getting on podcasts or
Facts.
Opening up our businesses
Facts.
To letting people come in and see what we really offering. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't show what you offering, if you can't put out there what you really have to offer, you really don't open your doors up for new people,
Facts.
For different races,
Facts.
Different sexual preferences,
Facts.
Different mindsets, all of that. It's no holds bar, and that's why I love being a barber, because I'm an open book when it comes down to this. Right. Where I'm at in life is literally 100% is about helping the people, giving back to individuals because of they want to come sit down and tap in to Rico the Barber.
Facts.
See where I'm coming from. They want to come sit down and talk to King Q to see where he's coming from, see where his mindset is at. Real. And that is what really make the people a people. You know, with no holds bar, open book it, you know what I'm saying?
I think for the black and brown community, and we're speaking towards the black and the Latin community, I think we need to start taking a lot more pride in building together. And I've spoke to other guests about that.
Right.
I think because, obviously, as African Americans, we've been culturally stripped, so we don't necessarily know where we come from or what our culture is in terms of speaking from an African perspective, right?
Right.
I spoke to kids that I work with, and I say, "Do you know who you are?" They say, "Well, yeah, I'm David." No. Do you know who you are? Do you know where you came from? Right. I said, well, I came from Inglewood, or I came from Compton, or I came from New York, or I came from... No, what is your heritage?
Easy.
What is your heritage? And I'm talking about the average black boy in the hood has no, or black girl, has no fucking clue what their heritage is. Bruh, I'm on a mission to not only teaching people that, but discovering it for myself. Right. Because as a 28-year-old man, I still can't sit here confidently and say what my heritage is. Right. I don't know what tribe I came from. People don't realize Africa's not a country, it's a continent. It's multiple countries within that continent. So for me, it's like, I'm on a mission, bro, to teach my people the importance of knowing self. But on an American perspective, black and brown communities, we deal with the same fucking struggles. We deal with the same stuff. We both on welfare. We both dealing with the fucking public school system. We both dealing with prison reform. We both dealing with the shit. So it's like, we need to understand the importance of building together. Whether you're Dominican, whether you're Puerto Rican, whether you're Mexican, whether you're Salvadorian, we have to at some point stop this shit. We have to stop. We are in full control of everything. As a people, as a collective, we're in control. They call us the minorities because they don't want us to know that we are literally the majority.
The majority, baby.
Bro, they don't want us to know. If there's a study, I forgot what college it's out of, but by 2042, there's a study that says the majority of America will be a brown country. Right. right? White people are dying off, and now I'm touching on some shit, bro. That's very sensitive and deep to a lot of people, but it needs to be talked about. Like, I've been researching a lot lately, dog. Within the past few weeks, I've been just researching a lot, and I'm gonna say weeks because look, I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna cap and act like I know it all, because I don't. Like, within the past few weeks, I've been feeling a strong interest in kind of just researching, culture, ancestral culture. What was our ancestors doing before we came to this motherfucker? And a lot of us only do what was taught to us. From a religious standpoint, from an education standpoint, from a relationship standpoint, from a political standpoint, we're only doing what we were taught to do. And so for me, it's like, you have to surround yourself with people and environments that promote knowledge. Let's look into and let's research shit that we were not necessarily told to research. Let's start asking questions. Why are the same people, so the majority of the people that are under attack right now in America, I question why that group of people are under attack.
Right.
Why are you attacking them? So, for example, obviously, when Trump got into office, his mission and his what he got known for as a candidate was bashing Mexican people.
Right.
My mindset to somebody who loves every fucking body, the first thought that comes to my mind is, why them?
Why them, bro?
Like, are they?
What are they doing to
threaten
you?
How are they threatening you as a people? That's real. So it's like, it shows you, and this message is for anybody that is Mexican in particular, don't feel guilty about that shit.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad about that. Don't feel like you're a victim. No. America is attacking you for a reason. And America never historically has attacked anybody that didn't have power.
100%. I mean,
come on now.
In my position, I love my Latinos. Them niggas got the coldest plugs.
Facts.
They got all the plugs. They got everything going. But in reality, I know that we each have, our cultures are boxed off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Latinos, from blacks to whites, from everything.
Asians.
Asians, Middle Easterns, all of it is boxed off. And that's what creates so much dissension when it comes down to barbershops, stores, shopping locations.
Because you're in contact with all cultures.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, as being a culturally perspective, like a lot of Latinos, where they shop at, they go like South Central, downtown, alley to shop, because there's not a lot of, you know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of black people or different races. They're at home. They go to places where they feel comfortable because they don't want to be knocked out of their place of comfort. Facts. You know what I'm saying? When black people go shop, where black people go shop, they go to, Neiman Marcus, and
real.
They go
That's
blow
real.
a bag they ain't got, you know what I'm saying?
Black.
A lot of niggas don't, But in reality, I feel like if we took away dissension, like if we really ran it up with each other,
there we go.
Man, it'd be fucking crazy, dog. It'd be crazy. I went to school. I grew up. I had Mexican homies, Latino homies. I had black homies. I had white homies, Middle Easterns, every fucking thing. Yeah. And now we in a position now. Our kids are being subject to being separate because they feel like, they're not that cool, or they're you know what I'm saying? Like that's not. You know what I'm saying? Like these kids are at home. Like why shouldn't I talk to so on and so forth? Because the United States of America is going to war with, the Middle Eastern culture.
Yeah.
Now, every Middle Eastern is looked at as a fucking as a threat now.
Because Americans are ignorant. They don't understand, even though we're at war.
It's been years for that.
Even though the country is at war with Iran, an ignorant American, which is the majority of Americans, they don't have any cultural knowledge on what's really fucking going on. They'll associate anybody who looks Middle Eastern with being Iranian. So it's
Iranian.
Iranian. Hold on. I'm from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
I'm from Israel. I'm from
Morocco.
So
shit like that.
It's like,
and Morocco's close to fucking Africa.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's outside. Yeah. But that's just like Donald Trump talking about building the wall. Yeah. And the Latinos are feeling like, when people see, when an argument comes and, it gets to a racial standpoint, it's like, I'm glad Donald Trump is building that fucking wall. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's what the government and what the state that people are putting in our minds and our food and concept to us to react off that shit. Yeah. Or, it's been going back, take your ass back to Africa.
Yeah, that part. Hey, I saw a post.
Take your black ass back there. I'm not from Africa, nigga.
I saw a post.
South Bay, nigga. You feel me?
I saw a post today from the homegirl Jasmine Gates. Shout out to Jasmine Gates. She made a post on her page that said something along the lines of, black people are at the state of where if you try to insult us by telling us to go back to Africa, that's actually good news at this point.
Right, nigga, I'm going like,
nigga, we looking
this
for
shit
a way
going
out.
on. I've been trying to. At this point, I'm not even from Africa, but I will fucking around and say, and look, I think in reality, a lot of the other races will be like, shit, can we go with you too?
That part.
Nigga, motherland look real good right now.
That's fucking real.
In real life,
that's fucking real.
That's the basis we living off of. That's the, you know what I'm saying? Like, even like everything is getting so tightened up, bro. United States of America is getting smaller and smaller when it comes down to shoulder room. Yeah. And a lot of people nowadays aren't taking the initiative of knowing that, damn, dog, like, you know, even if you're a different race than me, even if you're a different creed than me, a different religion, nigga, we are in the same struggle.
I don't think any of that shit matters. I think looking at people from, and I'm in agreement.
Right.
I don't think looking at people and judging them based off their race matters at
all.
Because people don't realize what it's really about.
Yeah.
Nigga, you're not, like there is a spirit that lives inside of you.
Yeah, 100%.
Do we not realize that?
Yeah.
Like if I told Rico right now to close your eyes and say orange, there's a voice inside of you that just said orange.
Yeah.
Nigga, we could speak without speaking. There's a spirit that's living inside of you, and I'm not some pastor, I'm not some any of that shit. And anybody who knows me knows that.
No,
but it's like this shit just seems very logical to me.
Logical, bro.
Like, can we just stop as a people and understand what the fuck is going on? America has built every single thing that we know, from forcing us to believe culture, to forcing us to believe what love is. They've given us absolutely everything that we know. So can we just stop and understand the importance of thinking for yourself, of trusting your intuition, of following the things that feel good? Again, there's a difference between doing things off impulse and emotion and actually following true and real intuition. And I'm a big believer in that, bro. It's like people ask me for advice, and I know people right now have been circulating this Will Smith video to where he's like, nobody can give you advice on your life unless you know who you are type shit. Yeah. And I feel the same way. Because how can I tell you what to do with your life? Trust your intuition. Do what you feel called to do. Yeah. So when people look at me and they say, yo, King Q, you doing your thing, that's a testament to me trusting that voice inside of me. Yeah. So start trusting your voice. See, and again, a lot of people, bro, who's watching this, they know there are people in relationships with you right now, whether on a business level or on an intimate level, whether on a situationship level. There are people around you right now that you know are not supposed to be around you. They don't feel good. They don't add value to your mental health. There's something about them that feels draining, but yet you're keeping them around because you love them. Yeah. Because they're your childhood friend, because they're your blood, because all these excuses. And it's like, no, at some point you need to understand the importance of you. You can't pour into other people, Rico, if you're not full. Yeah. If you don't have anything to pour.
Offer.
If you have nothing to offer, you can't pour into other people. So step number one is pouring into yourself so that you can pour into other people. And I'm such a huge believer in that, bro. I'm such a huge, huge, huge believer in that. But one thing I like talking to people about on the podcast is adversity. I think it's very easy for somebody to look at Rico the Barber or King Q and say, man, they're successful. They're doing their thing. They walking in their purpose. But like I made a post about the other day, I said, people are so surface level in this generation. They don't understand what sacrifice came behind Rico the Barber being Rico the Barber. They don't understand how many broke nights he had, how many nights he had to where he struggled. He wasn't always a barber that had a bunch of clients. There was a point when he was building to where he didn't have any clients. Right. So it's like, what made you keep going even in the moments of adversity, Rico? And talk to the people a little bit about what type of specific adversity have you been through and give them some advice on how to get through it.
You know, what's crazy is I thought about this before. I was sitting here thinking like, damn, what am I going to talk to King Q and the Unselfish Business podcast about when it comes down to me being a barber and what would help me grow my clientele and where I'm at now. For anybody that's trying to become a barber, young youth, adults, it's never too late to go ahead and become an entrepreneur, a barber, and literally like a, an uplifter, for other people. But in reality, this is my passion. This has always been my passion. This is something I always wanted to do. And 100%. I seen a meme where it was like a line, and it was a line of like, it was like probably like 20 people in one line. It was like just like a cartoon meme. It was 20 people in one line, and then one person in another line. And it said easy work, hard work.
Come on.
One person was in line, one person was in the hard work line.
Yep.
And it was 20 people in the easy work line.
Yeah.
And in that perspective, I realized like not a lot of people make it to the top.
Yeah.
Because of being open and really comfortable with taking the
Facts.
easy way out.
Facts.
Like taking the easy way out. It was points to where I was like, damn, like what am I gonna, I got a 9-year-old son. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, damn, I gotta, when he's with me, I gotta be able to pay for, buy him shit,
Facts.
take him places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was
Gotta
times where
provide.
I was sitting at the shop on Sundays when I worked Sundays, when I was working 7 days a week years ago, and I probably had $100 to $200 in my pocket after paying booth rent and everything like that, man. I'm like, damn, I gotta make this shit stretch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, like I gotta figure this shit out. And literally, like, it just was persistence and consistency on me knowing I wanted to go and be a great barber. It wasn't about being famous. It wasn't about trying to be the nigga with the blue check and all of that shit. It wasn't about that shit. It was not about getting thousands of views. It was about literally touching each and every individual that I come across to help me level my fucking lane up, to help me get to where I gotta get to. It's not about the dough. It's literally,
it's a tool.
It's a tool. The dough's a tool. It's not about the dough. The dough's gonna come when you really passionate about something. When you really sure about taking your life and changing your whole life and adapting your life into what you love doing. It's gotta pay off, nigga. It ain't gonna take away from you. It ain't. The more you do it, the harder you do it, the better the outcome is, nigga. And that's shout out to everybody that's trying to be a barber. Niggas that's trying to be entrepreneurs. Don't fucking give up. When you don't make when you're not making money in one day, I'll be like, damn, nigga, I'm finna go get a job. The homie said he hiring. Oh, nigga, I'm finna go over here and give me a part-time and work 3 days at the shop. Nigga, no, you taking away from your passion. You taking away from what you say you were gonna do. Don't do that shit. Go ahead and run it up. And that's how I felt. That's where I was at. I told myself numerous of times, like, nigga, I'm finna go get a job, bro.
I've been there.
I'm finna go get
Rico,
a job,
I've been there.
nigga.
I've been there.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been there.
But then right when I say that shit, you know how they say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the longevity of things, like, it might not come when you want it, but when it comes, it comes abundantly. Nigga, and I seen that shit happen, and I said, what? Nigga, I almost psyched myself out. Almost blew myself out the water because I was being impatient. I wasn't being certain and sure about myself. I took away certainty out of me as an individual.
Yeah.
And I almost psyched myself out of my dream, bro.
Yeah.
And I really took the initiative and said to myself, like, Rico the Barber, you are going to be the greatest barber because you're going to be persistent. Like, greatness comes with continuance of longevity, like not giving up. I don't give a fuck if it takes 20 years, bro.
Facts.
20 years, I don't care. It's going to be somebody going to fuck with you, and it's going to change your life. Stay persistent. Stay on top of your shit.
Yep.
And and a lot of people change from they look and they dream and they passion because of a look, a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, this shit ain't working no more. I'm going to go over here because niggas not viewing me like they used to when I was in this shit.
Come on.
They not, you know what I'm saying? So once the niggas lose that view and that honest drive they had, they go on to something else.
Got you.
But once that view loses that point, nigga go into something else. And niggas never find their vibe.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like, nigga, fuck that. Nigga, I'm gonna hold it down right here in this barber game and hustle it up, grind it up, however niggas say, get to my bag. I'm gonna stay there, bro. I'm gonna stay there. And I'm not gonna say just because it's not gonna just be cutting here.
Facts.
No, I'm gonna make some t-shirts. I'm gonna make some motherfucking some beard oil. I'm gonna make some motherfucking something that adapts to my passion. To get to people knowing who the fuck I am. And shout out to motherfuckers that feel the same way, man.
Facts.
Real talk, bro.
Facts. And a lot of times, God damn, shit.
That's real, man.
A lot of times for me, when I'm talking to people and conversating, especially on this podcast, I think about the conversation from the perspective of the audience and what people need. And every single fucking thing you just talked about is what people need, dog. There's a lot of people, Rico, who know they're passionate about shit, but they're allowing outside influence to dictate whether or not they pursue it. stop. And I made a post the other day. I said, stop asking motherfuckers who've never done what you've done for advice.
Right.
God damn.
Yeah, right.
Stop asking your parents did you quit your fucking job.
Oh God.
And they were born in the 1950s.
Yeah, facts.
Nigga, wasn't nobody fucking quitting no job
100%.
back then. Wasn't no entrepreneurs in the 50s.
100%.
Wasn't none of that. So stop asking people for advice. I think people's gifts are centered around their calling, Rico.
Right.
You were given your gift to change things. So why would I ask somebody for advice that have nothing to do with the future I'm looking to create for myself?
Right.
You've never done it.
For you.
For me.
For you.
You've never done it. So why would I ask somebody advice for some shit that they've never done? It's appalling to me.
It's 100% like my son said something, right? And it kind of threw me. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my 9-year-old son, Riley. That's my dog.
Riley in the house.
You know what I'm saying? I love you, baby.
Yes, sir.
But in reality, bro, like he said, like, you know, like, Dad, when, you know, so on and so forth, people get dressed, they ask you, how did this look? How does this look? How does that look? And I was like, I'm like, damn, that's 100%. Like, it's not about like what, I mean, it's 100% about how other people perceive you. You know, but you lose trying to be the character you trying to force your character to be when you wear what you feel like your character is comfortable with wearing, or looking what fits you, what made you comfortable in walking in. It's not about the people that view you. It's literally about how your energy and how you move as a person in the room that people conceive you to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's if a person views satisfied your character, you're fucking lost.
Facts.
You lost.
You lost already.
If a person that views that conceives your character to be acceptable in their perspective, and it satisfies you, you fucking lost. It's not no longer you now.
That's real.
You don't appreciate your character to be itself because you're looking for people views. For likes.
Validation.
For validation, dog. Like, hey, nigga gonna be what they gonna be regardless.
And guess what? Even when people try to please others, there's always gonna be somebody who don't like you.
Man, don't like you,
There's
bruh.
always gonna be. So if Rico, for example, wore this Scarface hoodie,
Right.
Dope,
Right. Appreciate you.
For example, if Rico wore this hoodie because his friend told him it looks cool, or if he bought it just because his friend said, "Oh, that's fire, bro, get that." There's always gonna be somebody who don't like the Scarface hoodie.
Right.
So why not just wear what the fuck I want to wear?
You want to wear.
Because there's always gonna be somebody who don't like it anyway.
Man, I see motherfuckers. The most happiest people have the least to even wear. Really? Like, nigga. The least to put on, nigga. Real. Nigga, I seen a nigga that was outside with a fucking, this is dude, regular cat.
Come on.
Dude had a fucking bubble vest, nigga, stripes vest, stripe Old Navy long sleeves, some jeans, and some flip flops.
Come on.
And bro was like content, like, nigga.
I'm cool.
Nigga was a business owner.
I'm confident.
Nigga was rich. You feel me? And that just because he was who he was. Like, I mean, that's, you know, like they say, like a lot of people, like the people you see who are scooting around here in sandals and all of that, they I mean, I'm talking about like outside when you go on like Melrose and Fairfax and all of that. You know, you see the other lanes. A lot of people out there, they got money. Got a lot of money, man. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't it interesting to you how people with real money don't worry about clothing or cars,
jewelry,
or anything. And I know that that's easy for us to think they do. But for example, I follow Gary V heavy.
Gary V, my dog, man. I love that nigga. He said some shit today. He posted. I was like, God damn, Gary V.
Shout out Gary V.
Shout out Gary V.
And look, I'm a huge manifester.
Oh my God, Gary V. Vibes, dog.
You mark this down.
Yeah.
Gary V and King Q will absolutely one day be.
And it's gonna happen real soon. And
it's already written.
Soon.
It might happen this year.
Soon.
You never know.
Soon.
2020. Me and Gary V. But neither here nor there. What I'm saying is this. He alludes to a lot of. He gives the main part of the big advice that he gives to adults, especially in their 20s and 30s. He says, go move back in with your family. A big part of Gary V's advice is he says, if you're in your 20s or 30s and you're walking in your purpose, go back and move with your parents.
Right.
The reason nobody would do that is because they're afraid of being judged by their peers.
Judgmental perspectives.
So he says the reason you would want to go move back with your parents is because it allows you to save money to execute your business.
Right.
So it's a difference with saving money when you got bills opposed to having no bills.
Right, no bills, exactly.
No bills.
Exactly.
So it's like, oh, that's different. Not that I would do it, but I think what he's saying is, and this is a dude that's a multi-millionaire. So he's saying
off of what you're doing,
off of what we're doing right now.
Right.
He's saying it's not about the fucking money.
Right.
It's not about the followers. He was Gary Vee before the millions of fucking people knew him. Like, it's about the authenticity. It's about the patience. It's about the work.
Right.
And a lot of people who believe in manifestation overshadow the work.
Right.
A lot of people who believe in manifestation, I know them personally, they believe that you can only and just speak things into existence.
Right.
No, it don't work like that.
Right.
It's speaking, visualization, putting behind the hard work, staying consistent, and being what you see yourself being in the future. So what do I mean by that? We talked about it last time I was here. I walk with a certain confidence as though I have it already.
Like you already got it, baby.
And I drive when I drive, I dress how I dress. But I walk with a confidence that the average person who don't know me, they'll think he got it going on.
Right.
But that's because I know who I am. It's not because I'm cocky. It's not because I'm arrogant. It's not because of any of that.
You got a somebody vibe.
I know who I am. And for anybody who don't walk like that, they don't know who they are, and they're trying to please other people in order to validate who they are.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about people's perspective on me.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if somebody liked the shoes I'm wearing. I'm wearing them anyway.
Yeah. Right.
I don't like the fact that people. I don't give a fuck that people feel like, nigga, you wear the hoodie you wore. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I do, say what I say.
Right.
Everybody may not like how I talk.
Yeah.
And we've already received feedback about that. Be Visuals knows it. How do you talk about God but you curse?
Yeah.
Go follow somebody else that don't.
I mean,
I'm not gonna,
100%.
Again, so you're hypocritical.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, and I find, and I say this to a lot of people, a lot of the main people who are hypocritical are religious people, and I say that with love but truth. A lot of the main people who judge me are people who have a religious background that preaches don't judge.
Right.
So how do you preach not to judge others, but you sitting here judging me?
You're judging the person.
I'm gonna do what I feel led to do,
Yeah.
and me cursing is a part of my authenticity. I'm not gonna change that in order to make other people feel comfortable. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
I'm born and raised in LA. Saying nigga is not an insulting thing from my culture. Saying nigga is a part of our culture.
Right.
It's how I was raised. My mom say nigga.
Yeah.
My aunties say nigga. Am I lying?
Nah,
My aunties say I grew up in a household where that was normalized. I'm not gonna change that because it makes you feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Don't tune in.
Man.
Tune into somebody else. Gary Vee said he would have so much more money if he stopped cursing. But he doesn't, because if he stopped cursing, it wouldn't
take
be
away
him.
who you are.
It's not who I am.
It's you. And I'm not saying
that's real.
Not saying it's okay. I'm not saying that not cussing is a one. If you cuss, you won't make it to heaven.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Whatever. You know. When we deal with that when we go, bro. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, I do have a perspective of knowing I have a higher power. I believe.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm a God-fearing man. You know what I'm saying?
Love
but also, I do know I have to be me as an individual.
That's right.
And being me as an individual is literally being able to sit here and talk to you and literally have a mind, head-to-head kind of conversation. You know what I'm saying? And helping us grow within each other. You know what I'm saying? And I want other people to know that, I mean, damn, like I said, the barbershop, shit like that. Like this is I feel like, wow, like kids can't be kids if they can't be themselves.
Facts.
Adults can't be adults if they can't be themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's literally you, an individual. Like, I had a kid I cut, bro, and I cut his hair. He's fucking mad, 100%. The kid's, he's a great kid. You know what I'm saying? He had the little dreads going up top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he wanted designs on the side. And his parent had told me he went to school with the cut that he loved. It's my first time cutting a kid. He had his hair up.
Y'all pay attention to this.
He had his hair up.
It's so key.
He had his hair up in a little bun. And he goes to school, and the cut was fire.
Fresh.
But the kids at school was telling him, like, you're a girl. It's girly. You got your hair up like a girl. And I was like, damn, in my mindset, like, that's, that the kids, nowadays, the influence is what drives kids away from what they love doing or towards what they love doing. So 100% you have to be you as a kid. If parents are watching this shit, let your kids know that it's about what they love doing. And tune yourself with your kids, man. Yeah. Run it up with them, you know what I'm saying? Even I'll be at this shop and I'll be having, you know, my son's mom and my mom and all of that. They be like, why you got that boy sitting up there at that shop? Why you cutting all day? In reality, it's letting him to learn what the hell he's going to have to enter into in the future. You know what I'm saying? One day he has to enter into adulthood. One day he has to enter into a position where he has to make major decisions. And here at this barbershop, where I cut people that's already made major decisions, that's been somewhere, that has kids that can kind of, you know, indulge into my son and be like, yo, bro, you know, you have a great pops. This nigga's, he's showing you something. And that's really what I'm banking off of this. And that's why I rock with the people that I rock with, because they're so influential in my life, in my child's life, and where I'm going in my life, to where I can be able to help my son know, like, bro, you got to be you. You got to indulge in what you want to be, so you don't end up on fucking TV talking about a fucking 16-year-old kid committed suicide, or a fucking 34-year-old man killed his whole fucking family. You know what I'm saying? And that shit goes a long way for a lot of people, because they are afraid of literally being them. People that are gay, some people are afraid of coming out being gay. People are afraid of being, you know what I'm saying, having a mental illness, anything. You got to come out and be able to indulge in that shit, because there's people that are going to accept you. There's companies, there's schools, there's things that can offer you help or anything to get you to there, because if not, you're forcing your character to be something that your character can't be. And now it brings on depression. Depression brings on hate. Depression brings on hate for self. So one up top, man, you got to indulge in you.
Y'all got to understand what the hell is going on
Real
right
talk,
now.
man.
Barber. Now, if you don't know, now you motherfucking know what's going on right now.
Big facts, baby.
Rico the Barber, this has been absolute great conversation. I'm very, very excited that I started this segment, which is called Unselfish Business.
Boom!
You got to understand, Unselfish Business. This is another branch of Unselfish Podcast. And again, man, I'm just very, very blessed and honored to know people like you, to have relationships with people like you. Before we end off every single episode of Unselfish Behavior Podcast, we always like to allow our guests to look at the camera and end off with what we call an unselfish message. This message can be centered around absolutely anything you believe in, anything we've discussed, anything that you want the audience to remember or know when they leave from looking at this episode. What is Rico the Barber's unselfish message? Looking at that camera right there.
Big ups to Unselfish Behavior. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate King Q for bringing me out, for coming to me, to sitting up in here and rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. But what I really feel that everybody needs to know from me as an individual, 100%. No short talk, no bullshit, and real simple is love yourself. Love yourself, appreciate yourself, and ain't nothing else. Nothing else matters. Love yourself, appreciate yourself, work for yourself, do for you, and everything else will fall into place, baby. That's it. Rico the Barber, baby.
Hey, we here. Now y'all understand.
No cap, man.
I ain't going to no other goddamn barber. If I ain't got the money, if I ain't got the car,
I'm going to hold it down, baby.
Hey, Rico the Barber is going to make sure, you know what I'm saying, your main man, King Q, and all of y'all out there is taken care of. So with that being said, this special edition of Unselfish Behavior Podcast, which is considered and called Unselfish Business. You're going to take this off your boy real quick. Go and take this off your boy, because I'm about to let the people know what's really going on. You know, this episode of Unselfish Behavior Podcast, a.k.a. the new segment of Unselfish Behavior Podcast, which is called Unselfish Business.
And that is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen, of this episode of Unselfish Business with King Q and my main man, Rico the Barber. With that being said, be sure to follow Rico the Barber at Rico the Barber. Obviously, we're going to make sure my man is nice and tagged up in the video. Also, man, make sure y'all subscribe, like, and please drop a comment. Let us know what you thought, man, of the new segment for the Unselfish Behavior Podcast. With that being said, y'all, we out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, the visuals. You gotta understand. That was the one right there. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Yes, sir. We out. Yes, sir. Come on now. It's drone time.